Hello everyone, welcome back to Technologies Discussion channel. For this video, I'd like to continue the discussion on AI, artificial intelligence. This video, I will have a case study to study how a vehicle can be fully autonomous using the five components of AI. The five components of AI are learning, reasoning, problem solving, perception, and last but not least, language understanding. So later on, you will be able to see how these five components of AI actually meet the solution of a autonomous vehicle. So basically, this will be the objective of this video. Guys, after this video, I will take a little break on the discussion on AI. I will go back to my usual discussion. I will come back to AI once the opportunity actually arises. If you're keen to know more about AI, please see the playlist under the description. Over there, you will be able to find a series of discussion on AI. This is my email. If you have any question regards on this discussion, okay, please drop me an email. Okay, or if not, if you want to have a faster response, you are always welcome to ask me your question through the comment. Before I continue, I'd like to urge you guys to help me by like this video. Just give me a few seconds. Smash the like button now. For those who are new to this channel, and if you want to encourage me, please consider to subscribe and turn on your notification bell. Once again, thank you so much for strong support. Let's quickly understand what is actually the autonomous vehicle. What is the brain behind the autonomous vehicle, which is the five component of AI. Okay, keep this in mind. Although this discussion, I need to discuss the five component of AI in sequence in order for you to understand. However, okay, all these five component of AI, they are actually executed simultaneously rather than in sequence. Okay, so keep this in mind first. Okay, so as for our discussion, I will go through this so-called sequence in order for you to understand how this vehicle can be autonomous using this five component of AI. Let's get start the discussion. As I mentioned earlier on, I will use the autonomous vehicle as a case study for us to understand the five component of AI. Let's come to the first one, which is the learning. Okay, so the car does not come pre-programmed with every possible scenario. There are so many possible scenarios. It is almost not possible for a car to come with this so-called pre-programming. So therefore, in order to achieve this, they need to learn through a massive of data. Let's take a look on this diagram here. Okay, so just imagine this. We cannot program any part of the world, whether there will be traffic light, whether there will be car, etc. So this is not possible. So therefore, we need the car to learn first. For example, over here, you can see that they will be able to identify the so-called the car, the pedestrian, the traffic light, and the direction of traffic. So this is what it means. It is almost not possible to do some form of programming in every possible scenario. So therefore, the first thing that they need to do is to learn through the massive amount of data, which means that they are able to pick up all these objects. How this is actually implemented. The AR system is actually trained on millions of hours of video from the camera, from the radar, and also the radar data, all labeled by human. So firstly, we actually help the machine learning to learn first. For example, we will indicate that this is actually a human, a pedestrian, this is actually a car, this is actually a traffic light. So after some time, they will be able to identify that this is a car, this is actually a pedestrian, this is actually a traffic light, this is actually the direction of traffic. So this is what it means. Okay, so it learned to recognize what a car is, what a pedestrian is, traffic light, stop sign, and also the roof curvature, look under various conditions. Okay, so under different possible conditions, for example, okay, in other words, they probably will have a lot of snow effect. There is also rain effect. The day and night, the object may look slightly different also. Imagine the car probably will have some light. Okay, so basically this is the key difference between the day and night. Okay, so it also learns complex pattern. Okay, for example, they also learn the body language of a pedestrian. Okay, so let's say when we are about to cross the street, okay, we actually have some form of body language. For example, we will look left and right. So basically, these are all the things that they actually learn as the part one component of AI. Next will be on the perception. Okay, so this is the car ability to see and hear its environment in real time. As you can see from here, this is a autonomous vehicle. Can you see that there are so many different types of sensor, either to see, hear, or sense the environment? So therefore, this is very important. Okay, so basically, this is how the car able to see and hear, just like we as a human, we see and hear in the environment. How it actually used the car sensor. Okay, for example, we have the camera, we have the radar, we also have the ultrasonic sensor. They continuous feed all this raw data, okay, for the process. The AI perception actually use this data. Okay, for example, with all this given data, they will be able to identify object. For example, they identify this as a blue sedan 50 meter ahead, and they are actually moving at 40 kilometers per hour. So this is actually very important. Okay, early on the learning, we are only able to pick up that this is actually a car. But with this perception, okay, with the help of all different kinds of sensor, we are able to identify that this is actually a blue sedan, 50 meters away, and they are basically moving at 40 kilometers per hour. So they will be also able to let us understand the scenes. Okay, for example, the traffic light is red. Okay, so basically all this cannot be done by learning. Perception actually pick up that the traffic light is red and there is a cyclist in the bike lane to my right. Okay, so basically there will be so-called they will be able to have different sensor to identify, hey, there is a cyclist on my right. Okay, so another thing is, for example, the road is wet. Okay, so basically all this is actually picking up by so-called the perception of the AI. Next, they will be able to localize itself. Okay, for example, okay, they will be able to know the location. For example, they know that they are actually at the center lane of Orchard Road, 10 meter from the intersection. Okay, so basically this is also very important. Okay, basically they will be able to know their location. For example, over here you can see that they identify they are at the center lane. They are actually 10 meter away from the intersection. Okay, because every intersection there will be some different situation. So they need to understand all this. Next will be on reasoning. Okay, so once the car perceive the world, okay, so once they have all the sensor getting all the data, it must make sense of it and predict what will happen next. Okay, so basically this is reasoning. So they have all kinds of so-called sensors that pick up the object. They understand the scenario. They know where is the location. So now we come to so-called reasoning. Okay, so we need to predict what will happen next. How this is actually used. Okay, so based on what we discussed earlier on, okay, so basically the sedan ahead is braking. Okay, so basically we are not able to pick out that they are actually braking. So basically the reasoning is basically when they actually brake, they will most likely slow down. Okay, so the pedestrian on the curb is looking at their mobile phone and not at the road, so they are less likely to cross suddenly. Okay, so from here you can see that this is another part of reasoning. For example, you can see that the pedestrian is actually looking at the phone, so therefore they are so-called less likely to cross suddenly. Okay, because as I mentioned earlier on, there will be some form of body language. For example, the pedestrian will look left and right before they start to cross. Okay, so because they are actually looking at their phone, based on certain reasoning, we know that they are less likely to cross now. Okay, the green light means I have the right way. Okay, so but I must you to have any oncoming traffic or pedestrian already in the intersection. Okay, although I have the right way to travel, but I must be very careful. Okay, when I actually approach the oncoming traffic or pedestrian that is actually in the intersection 10 meter ahead. Okay, so next on the problem solving. Okay, so this is where the reasoning leads to action. Okay, the car has a primary goal, okay, which is to navigate to the destination safely and also legally, and must solve the problem of how to achieve it in the next few seconds. Okay, so let's take a look how this is possible. For example, for our left turn scenario, the problem is how do I safely complete this turn? Okay, for example, the goal is to execute a left turn. Okay, keep this in mind. Okay, so basically we have a so-called original stage and we have a objective which is to do a left turn. So the constraint, okay, we must avoid collision. Okay, we must also obey the traffic rules. Okay, for example, we cannot turn left on the red. We must also ensure the passenger is comfortable. We cannot turn in a sharp way that make the pedestrian uncomfortable. Possible action, okay, for example, we can accelerate now, okay, wait for the oncoming truck to pass or abort the turn if it become unsafe. Okay, so basically accelerate now to execute the left turn, okay, wait, okay, for the oncoming truck to pass, then we actually turn, or we totally abort the turn if this become unsafe. Okay, the solution, the AI actually select the optimal action, slow down slightly to let the oncoming truck to pass, then proceed with the turn once the path is clear. Okay, so basically this is under the problem solving. Next, under the language understanding. Okay, so this goes beyond just understand human speech. Okay, so in AI, it means understand the symbol, sign, and command. Okay, how they actually execute. The car must interpret the language in its environment. For example, they will take a close look on the traffic sign. Okay, so it read and understand the meaning. For example, the stop, okay, the speed limit of 35 kilometer per hour sign, etc. So in another way, okay, so he understood that a red light means stop, a green light means go, and a yellow light means prepare to stop. Human communication, okay, so if applicable, okay, it might understand a voice command from the passenger like take me home and integrate that into the navigation home. Okay, so basically this is what it means. Okay, for example, okay, it doesn't really just only fall on human communication. As you can see that basically they also have some form of so-called traffic sign for them to understand. Okay, so basically this is under the language understanding. Okay, before I continue, guys, this is very important for me. If you have learned something from this video, please consider to like this video and subscribe to this channel. Once again, thank you so much for some support. Let me quickly do a quick conclusion based on what we have studied earlier on. Autonomous vehicle, okay, making a left turn. Okay, under the learning, for example, they have learned from data that the truck take longer to slow down and that wet route actually increase stop distance. Okay, so basically this is under the learning. Okay, so basically they learn that okay from data, okay, the truck usually will take a so-called longer time for them to execute a left turn. And if the route is wet, okay, this will increase the stop distance. Perception, okay, so basically when we actually see a green light, okay, and then a oncoming truck, a wet route, and also detect its own current speed. Okay, so you can see that these are all the so-called sensor that actually detect the environment condition. For example, if detect that there is actually a green light, there is a oncoming truck, the route is actually wet, and they also detect their own current speed for the comfort of the pedestrian. Okay, next will be reasoning. Okay, the reason that the truck is too close to brake safety if I turn in front of it, especially given the slippery road. Okay, so basically this is the reasoning. So if the truck is too close, okay, for it to brake safety, okay, so especially with the slippery road, then I probably will not execute the left turn now. As for problem solving, okay, they solve the problem by decide, okay, to let the truck go first, and they will wait for a larger, safer gap in the traffic before they execute the left turn. In terms of language understanding, okay, they will be correctly interpret that the green light, okay, is for so-called giving the permission for them to execute, okay, and then they also need to check if the interception is actually clear. Okay, so hopefully this summary table give you a better understanding how these five component of AI actually make the vehicle, okay, make a decision to make a left turn. Okay, coming to the last conclusion, this seamless integration of all five components is what make modern AI application like self-driving car so powerful and complex. They are not just following a script, they are dynamic, percepting, learning, reasoning, and problem solving in the real world environment. With this, I'd like to end my discussion. Please help to like this video and subscribe to this channel. Once again, thank you so much for strong support. I hope to see you guys soon. Bye for now. Thank you so much.